Welcome back to the True Territory Podcast. I'm your host, True.
And it's your boy Deetz in the hall.
What's up, man? How was your weekend, man? How was your last week?
Um, let's just say 5 out of 1, 5-1 in my prediction score for the playoffs. I gotta give props to that. But other than that, you know, what's the scariest part? Looking at Los Angeles and how the wildfire impacting their community and dozen of the families losing their homes. I think the count went up to 24 people died to that tragic wildfires. So I just want to send out my prayers and
Yeah,
my condolences to people who lost their family members. You know, the shelter and their shelter of going to home and going back to home sweet home. They won't be going back home sweet home as well. So condolences and prayers for families that lost their house and their loved ones.
thanks. Yeah, for sure. Scary out there. But to hop into the show, I just wanna give flowers to this one guy in the NBA. You know, a couple episodes ago, I gave flowers to Jerry McCain. I like to give people credit where credit is due, because this guy definitely deserves it. It's my man from Houston, Jalen Green. He is
Oh,
on a
oh,
tear,
oh,
Deetz. He is on a
oh,
tear.
oh my God!
His just real quick, I just gotta give him his flowers, man. His last 10
That's your
games.
boy. That's your
That's
boy,
my
right?
boy. My boy.
That's your
His last
boy.
his last 10 games, he's averaging 25 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 48% from the field, 42% from 3, and 89% from the free throw line. Right? That's 10 games. The last 6 games. Oh, you're going to love these numbers. Last 6 games, Jalen Green's been averaging 30 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, shooting 51% from the floor and 46% from 3, with 92% from the free throw line. Jalen Green is here. It took him a while, yeah, but hey, he was a teenager coming out of the G League. He didn't even go to college, so he had no college experience. It took him a while, but Jalen Green has arrived. And I'm saying this now because I was watching the game last night between the Rockets and the Grizzlies, two of the top teams in the West, and Jalen Green went for 42 and the W. So shout out Jalen Green. That guy I knew he had star written all over him when he got drafted. And yeah, man. Shout out Jalen Green.
No, I really do want to say something really impressive. He had a 40 ball game, meaning like he scored he's had 42 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and guess what? 5 out of 6,
From three.
5 from 3.
Yeah.
Very impressive, and he made his free throws.
Yeah.
Like really good field goal percentage, really good what you call it, 3-point percentage, and he's been bowling out.
Right.
So
Facts.
you
Yeah.
gotta give him flowers. You gotta give him flowers where flowers deserves.
I know you
I
wanted
just want to also, I just also gotta mention that one of the flowers I really do want to give, and it's been a hard road for him in the road, like being in the team and dealing with nagging injuries, is Lonzo Ball.
to.
Even though they lost, he did had a great game. He scored 15 points for 26 minutes. He was 5 for 8 from 3-point percentage, which is good. Which is good. I don't want anybody to be like, oh, he shot 8 threes, but he made 5. So you got to give him credit when credit is due. All right. And he was bowling out for first time starting for the Bulls. So, I want to give him flowers for that. It's a long recovery when you're dealing with knee surgeries, and he deserves it.
Yeah, rightfully so. I mean, I've always been a fan of Lonzo's game. He's, just worked every year since being drafted. Had a bad start with the Lakers, but ever since those years, he's improved his 3-point shot. I really, he's a really good defender, and he's very hungry, and you could tell in this game, and like you said, the way he just got, he started that game, correct?
Yeah, he did start the game.
Yeah,
That's why
so
I'm giving him flowers.
it was a long road back, and he performed well. So shout out to Lonzo Ball for sure.
Another thing I really want to give flowers to, and this is not just the
It's
players,
flower
but
season,
it's
baby. It's flower season right now.
yes, yes, pink
Go ahead.
roses, lavender, whatever the freaking flower names are. I'm giving this my gift for a sunflower flower batch that I want to give to a team is the Kings. After they fired Mike Browns, they had a great record going into the new year, 7-1 for the Kings. They beat the Bulls, and they're doing great with a new intermediate head coach. So you gotta give them flowers where flowers due. And with the whole controversy with Mike Brown getting fired or parting ways with the organization. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but I definitely want to say this. I think this is a new beginnings for the Suns. There's got to be
Kings,
a
Kings, Kings,
huge
Kings, Kings, Kings. You said Suns.
the Kings, the
It's all good. It's
Kings.
all good.
Sorry, the Kings. Apologies for seeing Phoenix Suns. You should fire your head coach too. um, back to the Kings. I think there was a huge disagreement with players and Mike Brown's coaching ideas going on in the locker room, and when they let him go, you see a lot of improvements going on for starters.
Yeah.
7-1. I think the Aaron Fox is happy. Um, Sabonis is playing great. He's like second in average rebounds and second in total rebounds this season. So I think the Kings made a great decision moving on from Mike Brown and going for in a different direction with a different coach. What do you think
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. When the Kings fired Mike Brown, I thought that they were gonna go into a dark hole. Just fire their head coach. The team is not really playing well, and I believe it's the intermediate coach, the interim coach. Excuse me, Doug Christie, I believe his name is. He's got them playing at a high level. They're one of the best teams in the past 10 games or so. Like they're they're buying into what he's coaching, and everybody's just playing together now. Which is weird because I like Mike Brown. I don't think he's that bad of a coach. I think you know he's not problematic. So I don't know what the shift was, in terms of from Mike Brown to the interim coach right now. But no doubt about it, they're playing high level basketball, and if they continue to play like this, they could be players coming out of the West. And trade deadline's coming up, so I think they still want to improve their team. So
Well, after we see Mike Brown's getting fired from the Kings, and the Kings are having a great 2025 with the 7-1 record. What do you feel like with hiring coaches for different organizations? What is the norm gonna be like? Seeing people when hiring a new coach for a team. Are we looking at a different aspect of coaching, a different style of coaching, or a pro with offensive defense? What's going on with that?
wait, what do you mean? So you're talking about with the Kings or just me?
No, just in general with
General?
yeah, in the NBA now.
Yeah. So nowadays, well, now, it's analytics, man. It's shoot the three, run fast. That's really where the trend is. Um, yeah, that's really where the trend is. Just shooting threes and running fast. I feel like that old style coach, which is why you really can't get. I mean, Phoenix. Just give an example. Phoenix went and got Mike Budenholzer, and they tried the defensive coach with Frank Vogel. That didn't work out. So then it was like, let's go offensive. They need to compete, and especially in the Western Conference, they need to score a lot of points. They need to be a really good offensive team, and considering the talent who they got, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant. So I think the league is going more for an offensive driven type of style, and you see that in coaches. I mean,
So
Joe Mazzulla, I really like him a lot, but Joe Mazzulla, the Celtics coach, he wants threes, 40, 50 threes a game. Because it's analytically, if you shoot a lot of threes, you're most likely to hit a good percentage of them, and that's how you win basketball games. So, but then he also goes to the personnel. But in terms of coaching, it's just analytically driven, the three ball, and just running in transition.
so yeah, the thing is with Mike Brown, right? He was more of a defensive minded coach,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the thing is you can't have like if the team needs defense, right? What's gonna happen with the offense? I get the concept with, you know, offense wins games, defense wins championship. But as of right now, if the Kings didn't like the fit with a defensive coach, which was like Mike Brown, why would we continue on the train of hiring defensive-minded coaches as a head coach? I think we need like the head coach should be like an offensive mind coach where they bring new philosophy into the game, rejuvenate like have the players interact in the offense, and where we see De'Aaron Fox shining after the Mike Brown fire. It led to like having a 7-1 record. The team being happy. We thought it was gonna be going in dark hole, and I said, trade away Sabonis. Get Julius Randle, and you didn't like that comment. So my thing is, if for the NBA moving forward in the NBA, we'll see a lot of head coaches being like offensive coaches being hired as head coaches, and defensive coaches won't get the head coach position, which is like the trend going on sooner or later.
Yeah. So, looking at it right now, I mean, I'm talking about last year because that's more of a sample size. The second best defense in the league was the Magic, right? And their head coach Jamal Mosley, he's known for having that defensive background to him. But they lost in the first round because they couldn't score points. They couldn't score enough points offensively. So, and
Hmm.
Frank Vogel did win a championship with LeBron, so give him that. But with Indiana, he never got close to a championship. So, I think teams are seeing that, or teams know that, and like, yo, defense is good, but you need to be offensive driven. You have to have an offensive philosophy, an offensive identity to win if you want to win. You know, NFL is different, I think, but NBA definitely needs offensive driven.
For sure, it needs to be
And
like, well,
my
you
bad,
need a
my bad, my bad. Dallas last year they went to the finals. They had the 18th ranked defense last season. 18th. That's bottom half.
right.
That goes to show you that offensive is the you know
It's the key to advance more into the playoffs, but then you're gonna lose eventually to the Celtics. Anyways, I do hate the Celtics. Don't get me wrong.
Me too.
Um, then there's something new that happened. Two former MVP players, Russell Westbrook and Jokic, both had a triple double,
Man,
and
shout out to Russell. Shout out to
and it was
Westbrook,
the
man.
and it was the first time ever in the game of NBA.
Shout out to
What do you
Westbrook,
think?
man. Shout out to Westbrook, man. Jokic, we all know who Jokic is. Not as a player, but Jokic is a leader too. He feet like you could see in his game, in his numbers. This guy wants to pass the ball, and he's the focal point of an offense, and rightfully so. This guy just makes everybody better. But shout out to Russell Westbrook, man. I love the move in the summer when they got him. I thought he was gonna play excellent off Jokic. Just a cutter, guy set screens, a guy who hustles, and you're seeing that with Russell Westbrook right now. It took a while, but I'm so happy for Russell Westbrook because I really like him as a player. Wasn't the best in LA, wasn't the best in both LA teams, Lakers and Clippers, and now you see he's starting to find a home. And um, yeah, I can't say enough about Russell Westbrook, man. He seems happy. He looks happy. He's playing happy. He's playing like the old Russell Westbrook that we all triple double guy we all know and love. So Yeah, for sure. Big up to Russell Westbrook.
The only key fact that I want to say is that Russell Westbrook is coming off the bench, right? Is that correct?
I think so.
So like the thing with that, I see a lot of like you know how LeBron was starting and then you had Rondo coming off the bench and helping LeBron or AD, driving up the points per quarters and trying to win the ball game, right?
Yeah.
During the playoff season. That's what I'm seeing. Like that dynamic is working with Jokic and Westbrook, where Jokic can score, Russell Westbrook could do like all the rebounding and assists and the facilitating and stuff like that. But Jokic, when Jokic is on the court, he could just play like Russell Westbrook, be a great facilitator. And with these nightmare matchups, you can't do anything about it, right? You don't know how to stop Russell Westbrook. You don't know how to stop Jokic. You got to figure out who's scoring, who's facilitating, and then go from there. And it's hard to do that because once they figure out your rhythm and defense, it's over.
And that's one thing I want to add quickly. That's when Russ was in with the Lakers and with LeBron and AD didn't fit. When Russ was with the Clippers with Harden and Kawhi and Paul didn't fit, right? But now you see him playing off of Jokic, and Jokic, out of all those, Bron, AD, Kawhi, Paul George, Harden, Jokic is probably the most unselfish guy out there. And remember, Jokic said in the offseason he told the Nuggets to go get Russell Westbrook when he got did the Clippers trade him or no? I think it was just he was just a
No,
free agent.
a free agent,
Yeah,
free
yeah.
agent.
So yeah. So Jokic told Thunder, he's like Jokic told the Nuggets, he's like, go get Russell Westbrook, and you're starting to see the real Russell Westbrook, or the old Russell Westbrook, come out. And you know, I feel like Ty Lue with the Clippers and the Lakers, they try to use him in a way where he's just not comfortable, and you know, uh, trying to make him different than what we all know Russell Westbrook for. But now you see it in Denver, he has that energy back, he has that game back, and he has that swagger back.
So the thing I feel like is like LeBron needs the ball, Harden needs the ball,
Yeah.
sometimes Kawhi needs the ball. Like he when you have Russell Westbrook, you gotta know like you have to play off of Russell Westbrook. And I think Jokic is doing a great job playing off of Russell Westbrook because he knows he'll get his bucket some way somehow,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's the shift for him. Like okay, well I don't need to play with the ball. I can play off the ball, and I
Facts.
love my horses.
Facts.
All right. On my next topic is like I know this is on the past is 2 weeks ago. But Steph Curry went 8 for 8 from 3 point, 100% first time ever. Maybe I might be wrong, but 100% from three from Curry. What do you feel?
Uh,
What is your input?
yeah, man, this guy, well, obviously, he's a great shooter, and 8 for 8, that's insanely hard. But other day, randomly, swear, like on everything, I searched up on Google, right? I searched up on Reddit. I searched up, how do you game plan against Steph Curry? Like, what's the game plan going into when you're playing Steph Curry? Because this guy's unguardable. And then I asked some people, how do you game plan against Steph Curry? Some people like make some funny comments. Some people like try to like make like, oh no, you have to do this. And I told him, listen, man, there's no game plan against Steph Curry. You just gotta hope and pray he misses. So him going 8 for 8, I mean, I'm not even shocked by it. I mean, Steph Curry is that guy. And that I just right now reminded me, the Raptors head coach Darko, I can't pronounce his last name. It's a pretty long last name. But the Raptors played the Warriors last night, I believe, and the Raptors won. And then they asked him about in the media about Steph Curry and his impact. And then the Raptors head coach said, um, "I can't wait for the day he retires. I'm going to get drunk." Hey
Some
man, it's a
hate.
respect, man. It's just the impact this guy has, man. And Steph Curry, yeah, great player. We all know he's a great player, so I'm not even shocked that he went 8 for 8. I'm not.
I think he's going for vodka or tequila. I don't know. That night when he retires. So,
I think
hey,
everybody's gonna freaking be happy when Steph Curry retires. They don't have to play him no more.
No, the kid, the kids, the little kids won't, right? So you gotta be like, oh, okay. And then when they go to sleep, they'll be like, "Baka time!" So yeah, I don't. Please be 21 and older to drink. I don't advise anybody to drink unless you're 21 and over. I gotta put the message out.
Yeah, gotta be safe.
But this is. I have a surprise for True.
Uh-oh. What?
Yeah, buddy.
Talk to me.
When we talk about Stephen Curry having going for 8 of 8 from 3-point line, I I pull up some stats of previous players. Instead of going 100% from 3-point line, they went 100% from the field goal attempts to make. So I have a question for you, and I hope you answer this correctly.
Okay.
All right, let me look at. I remember the answers, but during the playoffs from 2000 and onwards, which two players had 100% field goal attempts to made, average 100% from made to attempts during the playoffs? Which two players?
Wait, so they never missed in the playoffs?
Exactly.
That's impossible.
No, it's not impossible.
Are you sure? They never missed in the playoffs?
They never did. I
Give me
got
a
the
time.
stats
Okay, only two players?
from 2004. I have more on my Chat
You have to give me
GPT.
you have to give me a hint.
I'll
That's
definitely give
that's
you
a
a hint.
pretty large data set.
No, it's not a data set. It's more of like telling ChatGPT, "Hey, get me the answers." ChatGPT people, work smart, not hard. Remember that. So my first hint is this guy played with Westbrook. Westbrook, not Brick. Sorry, I gave you flowers already. Westbrook, Kevin Durant, and maybe James Harden. He was part of the Big Four somewhere.
Oh, in Oklahoma?
Yes.
Kevin Martin.
No.
Wait, this guy played with those three and OKC because they only played in OKC together.
Yeah, Kevin.
Or
What was the
did
guy's
he
name?
play with them separately or together?
All together.
Is he known?
I think you should know him.
Oh,
That's
Serge Ibaka.
There you go. There you go. So you got one of them right. In 2019, in the Eastern Conference semifinals, Serge
Ooh.
Ibaka went 6 for 6 in Game 4 against the 76ers.
Oh, so in the
ChatGPT.
playoff game.
Yeah, in the
I thought you
playoff
meant
game.
I thought you meant in the entire playoffs he never missed a bucket.
No. A playoff game.
Okay, that
A
now
playoff
makes
game.
sense. I'm like, no way a guy
Yeah.
goes an entire playoffs without missing one shot. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay.
I he did probably have like a nearly perfect game in OKC. He was like 11 for 12 or something like that.
Okay. And there's one more you said? One more player?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Give me a hint. But I think the OKC one was pretty easy. Give me a hint. I have to think. Like give me a time.
Mhm.
Like you know what I mean? The best.
2001.
Ah, come on. Okay. AI.
No.
Shaq.
You got two tries. No.
Okay, but I
One
got one
more.
more.
And I'll give you another hint after that.
After right now or after another
After you
guess?
guess
Okay.
after another guess.
Damn. Tim Duncan.
No.
What's the hint?
So, the two players you named, they face each other off, and they used to be this Shaq. He used to be Shaq's teammate.
So Lakers Sixers. Lakers versus Sixers?
No, Lakers versus the Spurs.
Oh, I thought you were
And it
talking about
used to be
AI. Okay. Oh,
and, and it used to be Shaq's teammate. Past tense.
damn, I don't want to sound stupid. Um, used to be Shaq's teammate. And he played on the Spurs.
No, he plays in the Lakers.
Oh, I'm thinking about on the
Plays with the
Spurs.
Lakers.
Okay.
No.
So he used to be Shaq's teammate.
Yeah, it used to be Shaq's teammate. And he played with Shaq during that time.
Kobe.
2001 Shaq. No.
Um,
I'll give you one more hint after this
this is
guess.
hard. Yeah.
If you get
This is
if you
tough.
get it all.
This is tough. Okay, so hold on if I'm getting this right. So what was the Spurs reference for?
They went against each other.
So he was on the Spurs.
No. It was basically Shaq and his teammate playing against the Spurs in 2001. It was that type of game. It was that game basically. One of those series,
Oh,
like
okay.
one of those games.
Damn, man, I'm blanking.
Come on, you said Shaq and Kobe.
Ron
Think.
Artest. Damn, I'm blanking,
No.
man.
Okay, he won 5 championships with the Lakers.
Kobe.
Think. No, it's not Kobe. You want another hint?
Yes. I can't think of any Lakers teammates right now.
He's a point guard.
What's his? Ron Harper.
No.
Steve Kerr.
Hell no.
Oh, no, he
Steve
played for
Kerr
the
was in
Bulls.
No.
He played for the Bulls. I don't know. This is tough.
Bald head.
Derek Fisher.
There you go.
I swear to God, I was thinking Derek Fisher, but I was like, no way it could be him.
It was
bro.
in 2001 Western Conference Finals. He went 9 for 9 for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, wasn't that the year? Wasn't that the year he hit the game like that? He hit the game winner. Like
that crazy game winner. That 3-second lap.
Yeah. Damn, I should have known that. Damn. That was a good one. Good question.
That was a good one. That sponsored by ChatGPT. Yo, give us a sponsor money, you heard? Moving
Hop
along.
it. You say what?
Huh?
You gonna say something?
Moving along. I was just gonna move it.
Oh, moving along. Yeah, okay, yeah, for sure. Moving along. NFL playoffs happened, man.
Dun, 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 dun.
NFL playoffs, and I know for the people who watched last week's episodes, Deetz owes us some push-ups, but we're gonna save it when we link up and we do an in-person podcast, and he'll do it live on the set. So he doubted my guy CJ Stroud, and I told him don't doubt. I told him Texans are coming, so let's talk about that right now. Texans defeat the Chargers 32-12. CJ Stroud, big game. Justin Herbert, bad game. I'll go out. I'll start this off because this is my team right here, right? This is my team to win it all. It was a slow start. CJ Stroud on the offense was not clicking, and then it all switched when it was 3rd down and 19. The center snapped the ball and it went behind CJ. CJ ran to pick it up and threw a dart, and that led them to get their first touchdown, and they just didn't look back since. And CJ Stroud, amazing game. Joe Mixon, good game. Nico Collins, amazing game. The whole offense, amazing. Outside of the first quarter because it was bad, but they're amazing. And that defense, they made Justin Herbert's life hell. And that Chargers offense had nothing going on for them. Lad McConkey had like almost a 200-yard game, which is crazy. But that Texas defense came to play. And Justin Herbert is not looking good. He has 2 playoff games under his belt. The first one, a couple years ago, he choked 27-0 lead against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they lost that game. And this game, he was horrible. At some point, people blame the coaching, right? But for that one, Jim Harbaugh, my bad, Jim Harbaugh, great coach. Justin Herbert still stinks. So when it matters, he's a really good quarterback, talented, of course. But when it matters, when the lights are bright, Justin Herbert does not show up. So, but CJ Stroud, Texans, moving on. Go ahead, Deetz. I'm waiting for my apology. No. I'm waiting for CJ Stroud's apology because you doubted them. You picked the Chargers.
I doubted him in the first half. Let me be honest for real. All right. Yes, I am a CJ Stroud doubter. Okay. Number one. Number two, Nico Collins went off. He had a great ball game. Joe Mixon was carrying the team on his back a little bit. But the defense did a main part. And here's the thing I really want to say. Justin Herbert, how? Guys, let me say this. I think Justin Herbert's a choke artist. He is. And let me point out the facts. Like you mentioned, against the Jaguars, he blew a 27-0 lead. How? Who did he have on his team? He did have Mike Wallace was his name? Like the receiver?
Williams.
Mike Williams. He did have Keelan Allen. He had, what's his running back name? Austin Eckler? Yeah. And you choked a 27-0 lead back in that day against a guy named Trevor Lawrence. I'm saying his name correctly, right? I just got to make sure. You had 3 great offensive players on that team. Now Keelan Allen's gone. We get it. Austin Eckler went to the Washington Commanders. We get it. Mike Williams, he went to the Jets. We get it. But you came back to the playoffs and you threw not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 of them. 4 picks. This is disgrace. This is why I'm going to say this. Justin Herbert gave the ball game away to the Texans. And it wasn't a hard fight for CJ Stroud. It was because of Justin Herbert. He stayed in the pocket, waiting for his receivers to get open, and he almost gave it to a 200-yard person. What's his name again?
Lad McConkey.
Yeah, he gave it to McConkey every freaking time. Woo! Woo! Interception.
Damn, bro. Hey, man, subscribe to the podcast, man. While he's frozen.
Oh,
you good?
I thought the internet went off. Back to the story. When he gives the ball to McConkey, interception. Pick 6.
It's so bad.
Hold on. Now you're joking because I'm saying his name right here in the podcast. This is disgrace. You're supposed to, if you're under pressure, escape the pocket and run. Don't just try to pass the ball. You're not a traditional quarterback. You're a hybrid Big Ben Roethlisberger. So play like it. And I'm just going to say this. Yes, I doubted CJ Stroud. Yes, I did doubt Houston Texans. But I'll say this. When credit is due, I think CJ Stroud played a great second half. And my end statement is, Justin Herbert, you're a choke artist. I'll never ever bet my money against any team that you play in the playoffs. You have to prove me right, but you're a goddamn choke artist.
Yeah, he disappointed me. Because I was expecting a back and forth game between him and CJ.
And now I gotta do 30 push-ups.
Yeah, 35.
35?
Yeah, go on the podcast. I said 35. You say yeah.
Yo, run the clip. Run the clip. Yo,
I got you.
Where's the replay? Where's the replay session?
Going to the next game that was after that game was Ravens, Steelers, and you're talking about domination. I mean, Ravens just did whatever they wanted against to the Steelers, and yeah, I mean, pure domination, man. Steelers are, they're not. Steelers are just they're the definition of mid. Like they make the playoffs every single year, but they get bounced out in the first round every single year. So maybe that's because quarterback play, because Russell Wilson wasn't good. George Pickens was not good. That running game, nothing worked for the Steelers. But the Ravens, I'm not gonna take credit away from them. Even though the Ravens are the better team, they shut up the play. Lamar, Derrick Henry, and that defense, no joke. Yep.
Let me say something about this. You know how I just said Justin Herbert is a choke artist? The Steeler organization as a whole, they've been choking ever since 2016.
Facts, man. Like I
Every
don't know.
players are choke artists. TJ Watt, choke artist. What the heck? You know the next gen stats, what they said after, the fourth quarter? They allowed 272, maybe 72, yes. I did watch the game. 272 rush after contact. After contact.
They were not ready to
Yo,
play. They didn't want to tackle, man. They didn't want to tackle.
Yo, it was hard. You couldn't even tackle Derrick Henry. You couldn't even tackle freaking Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you this. After they scored, I think they scored the second or third touchdown. They were running the ball 15 times down their throat.
They knew.
Down their
They knew
throat.
that. Yo, they knew when it's playoffs. Baltimore Ravens knew when it's the playoffs. You're not gonna want to tackle Derrick Henry, and they showed that, like you said, 15 times. They had no fear.
And let me tell you this: when Russell Wilson had the ball and the offense, and it was 14 inches, if you were Mike Tomlin, what would you do? What would you do?
Give the ball to Najee Harris.
No! Sneak it in with Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah.
Yo, what's going on? Yo, Mike Tomlin, where's your cojones?
Yeah, there's not. He's cooked.
And that's the saddest part is he's not cooked. He still has his job. I think these are rumors, but still, Mike Tomlin received a 3-year contract with the Steelers after that game. Now, true, tell me something. If you were a Steelers fan, how would you react about this Mike Tomlin 3-year contract extension with the Steelers?
I think he got it last year, after the playoffs last year. Not this year.
No, it's this year. Yeah, it's this year.
Are you sure?
Come on. Yeah, I'm deetz.
We got a fact check.
We do got a fact check. Yo, JetGPT, where you at?
I believe it was last year.
No, because this year was his last contract was about to be done.
No, but it was last year.
No, it was this year.
Tomlin signs a 3-year extension, June 10th, 2024. So, and after the playoffs last year. Deetz, come on, man.
Oh.
Fact checking, man. Come on.
Hold on.
But I mean, it's to your point. He did get a contract extension after a loss too. So.
I mean, let me back check myself real quick. I mean, he did lose.
They did lose, so you're right. But
he did lose.
Yeah, man. I mean,
but
Steelers have to just go in another direction. Like, Mike Tomlin's good enough to get you to the playoffs, sure, but is he good enough to win you a Super Bowl at this point in time? No.
I think Mike Tomlin deserved to be somewhere else besides the Steelers.
Yeah, I mean the Steelers.
To be really honest,
they both need to, but we've seen it. Like we've seen Packers with Mike McCarthy. We've seen Patriots with Bill Belichick. At some point, you're just like, yeah, all right, bro, like. We just got to go in another direction. And the Steelers keep holding on to him, which I don't know why. Or they both need to go their separate ways. But there is reports saying the Steelers are going to keep Mike Tomlin. So
here's the thing. Yeah, I hate it when you say that's your boy. George freaking Pickens.
I like him.
No,
He cares. He cares.
he's a total diva.
I think Bro
Like,
froze again. Hey,
why
subscribe
you
to the
like
podcast,
him?
man.
Yo,
Bro froze
true.
again. You know, we're trying our best.
I
but,
thought you like players that.
Do I have to do this podcast alone now?
Are we back on?
Yeah, we're back.
This is the second time. Okay. Where did I left off before I froze up?
You're talking about George Pickens.
Okay. Yes, America. I'm talking about George Pickens. That's his boy, not my boy. His boy. Yo, true. I get it. You love like C.J. Stroud's your boy. Jordan Love is your boy. I think everybody's your boy. But freaking George Pickens is your boy too? Like you got you play NBA YoungBoy in the background and y'all be doing the gritty with him? Like what's going on?
George Pickens. Yeah, go ahead.
The thing is, the Steelers have Oh, we're not freezing up. Okay, I'm back.
They're good.
Okay. The only problem I have with the George Pickens, the Steelers been drafting divas, man. They draft AJ I forgot his name.
Antonio Brown.
Yeah, Antonio Brown. Yeah. The guy that left the game while we're there live. That was Juju Smith-Schuster, the TikToker. Claypool. I don't know where he went. I think he died in the pool.
Okay.
Deontay Johnson, who got waived again with the Texans. So what's going on with these wide receivers divas in the Steelers locker room? Like, they need to grow. They need to get some grown man receivers.
Well,
No
George
little
Pickens.
kid
George Pickens is a grown man.
No.
Listen,
So
man,
why did he
trade.
push?
I hope the Jets trade for him. I hope.
You see the Jets. See, they want the trade. This is why the Jets are the Jets every single year. They want to trade for George Pickens.
George Pickens is a dog, man. You don't know what you're talking about, man. George Pickens is him.
No.
He's like that.
No. It's like me saying Mike Williams is him.
Mike Williams is buns. Garbanzo beans. Mike Williams is dookie trash.
Did you guys not sign him in the free agency?
Yeah, and he totally bombed here.
Okay. So, just like Aaron Rodgers. Oh, Aaron Rodgers him.
Nah, I don't care. Aaron Rodgers can go.
Yeah.
He can go. Aaron Rodgers can go to New England with Devontae Adams. I'm sick of them too. But George Pickens is a dog, though.
Listen.
Who's better? George Pickens or T. Higgins?
T. Higgins.
You're stupid.
You know how to act?
You're stupid.
No. George Pickens like a little kid. I don't want penalties on my freaking football team. If I was the head coach.
But talent, though. Talent for talent. Pickens is better.
No. What?
George Pickens is better than T. Higgins. I'd rather have George Pickens.
Yeah, but this
T. Higgins is a freaking jump ball artist. Can you name me something T. Higgins does besides a jump ball? Pickens does that too. I feel like Pickens is more versatile than T. Higgins. I like T. Higgins, but Pickens is a dog. I love dogs.
No.
Yeah.
You love chihuahuas because he be complaining like a chihuahua. All right. I'm pulling up the stats. I'm tired with this. Let's bring up. Yo, this season he had 900 yards. T. Higgins had 911. Well, 911 yards. And 10 tutties. What does George Pickens has?
Pickens had Russell Wilson as quarterback. Come on, bro.
No. You guys had two quarterbacks, okay? Okay, I'm not saying we. Joe Burrow is my guy. Yes. I can say that. I'm happy to say Joe Burrow is my guy. Joe, I have favoritism too, but I'm gonna say Joe Joe Burrow is my quarterback, my guy. Not like True where he has Jordan Love, CJ Stroud. Joe Burrow is my guy. Okay, and you had you had two quarterbacks. I don't care. Mike Tomlin didn't get the job done. George Pickens is acting like a diva still, like a chihuahua. End of story. Let's move on. Please don't tell me it's froze.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm not freezing.
Oh my god. You're like, okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. We're gonna talk about oh oh Broncos and Buffalo.
Ooh.
Oh
Broncos,
Oh.
Bills. What?
Bill Mafia, stand the F up!
No, be quiet, man. I hate Bills fans.
Oh, no. I hate them too. But you wanted to go with the Broncos. Yes?
No, I said Bills.
I thought you said Broncos.
No, I said Bills. I said I wouldn't be surprised if the Broncos win, but Bills. Yeah, come on, man. That was easy.
All right.
Bills, man. I mean, Josh Allen is. We all know who Josh Allen is, but credit to the Broncos, man, because they weren't supposed to be there this season. But Bo Nix had that first drive by the Broncos. They were up 7-0 early, and then it was a close game at halftime. But everybody knew the Bills were just too much for the Broncos, you know. And Bills did whatever they want offensively. Still, I wouldn't be happy if I was a Bills fan because that game was too close. Until the fourth quarter, that game was too close. They should have been. It's at Buffalo, but listen, they got the win. Broncos fans, they should be happy of how the season turned out to be. Nobody called them to be here. They went 10-7. They took Buffalo pretty close up until the fourth quarter and the playoffs. They should be happy, but a blowout game, which is not fun. But
here's what I'm gonna say. Imagine what the Cincinnati Bengals were there.
coulda, shoulda, woulda.
I
How
know.
about for the Cincinnati Bengals? How about you win more games first of all? Okay, if you won more games, you would have gone to the playoffs. I'm tired of if Joe Burrow, come on, but you didn't.
Time out. Hold on.
We don't never. We won't never know.
So Joe Burrow is not your guy? Joe Burrow is not your guy?
He's a good player, not my guy though.
So Jordan Love is your guy?
Yeah.
He never made it to the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow's my guy. He made it to the Super Bowl at least. And lost, but he made it to the Super Bowl.
Oh, so who's better, Joe Burrow or Josh Allen?
Joe Burrow.
Oh my god.
No.
Who's
No.
better? Who's better, Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson?
I'm picking Joe Burrow. Look, Joe Burrow has a winning season, Lamar Jackson would have been considered as MVP. It would have been Joe freaking Burrow.
Lamar won 2 of them, so who cares?
Exactly.
So Lamar's already
But
an
this
MVP.
season- okay, but Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl. Something
And
that
he
Lamar
lost.
can't achieve. Oh, time out. How many times Lamar was this close to going to the Super Bowl?
Last year.
How many times he lost in the playoff?
So? Who's home right now?
Hold on.
Who's home? Who's home right now? Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. Who's home? Who's home?
Let me be for real. I think Joe Burrow.
Bo Nix made it to the playoffs, and Joe Burrow just sitting here watching him. What are we talking about?
No. Time out. You saying Lamar is better than Joe Burrow? Are you out of your mind?
This year, yeah.
Are you out of your mind? This year, yeah, but in terms of their whole entire career, who you picking?
Lamar.
And true, I know you. Huh? You're picking Lamar? No.
I'm capping. I gotta go Joe Burrow. I think he's just more of a polished quarterback, but he's not my guy though. He's good.
That's what I hate. That's what I don't get it. How does how you have CJ Stroud?
Okay, you want to
As
know
your
why?
boy.
You want to know why? You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Quick, because C.J. Stroud last year, what did he do, Deetz? He won the division as a rookie. 1. 2, he won a playoff game. Okay, in his first freaking season. Okay, Jordan Love, what did he do in his first year playing? Huh? Went to the playoffs as a 7th seed. As a 7th seed. That's the last playoff team. What did they do, Deetz? You know, he went into Dallas and blew them out. That Dallas game made me love Jordan Love. What game made me love Joe Burrow?
He is not whip Patrick Mahomes, but
He didn't whip them.
no,
It was a close game.
no,
The guys
no,
I'm
no,
talking
no,
about
no, no,
whipped
no,
them.
no. Time out. I am done with this. Right, I know you hate Patrick Mahomes going to the Super Bowl every goddamn year. Yes or no?
No. I don't hate it. I like Mahomes. He's good.
You hate Brady going to the Super Bowl every goddamn year when he was in the NFL, when he was playing for the Tampa Bay Patriots. Yes or no?
Yeah, 100%. Hate Brady.
But you don't like you don't hate when Mahomes goes to the Super Bowl every year?
Well, they didn't cheat to get there, so.
Oh, now we want to bring up cheese. Hey, off season, we're gonna have a bunch of clips, episodes about something, and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about cheating over here, cause you guys had a trick game, so don't get me started over here.
Oh, come on, man. That didn't translate to nothing. Patriots literally had freaking people spying on their game plans. What are we talking about?
Hold on, I have a mic now. Time out. You had a coach tripping a player in a punt return. What is that? That's cheating.
Bro, the Patriots literally had people spying on game plans and deflated footballs. What are we talking about?
You physically and emotionally cheated. Don't get me started with this.
About physically, emotionally. How are we doing that? We tripped the guy? We tripped one person. We tripped one person.
Wasn't it physically cheating?
No.
That was a physical. You put your leg out.
That didn't lead to nothing.
With a player. Yes, it did. It led to an uproar in the game.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. Did you guys win or lose?
We lost that game.
Exactly. Learn how to cheat if you want to win.
So you admit to cheating?
No. You guys don't know how to cheat and win. End of story.
Anyways, I think we went off a little bit off topic. A little bit off topic. Let's bring it back. So, next playoff matchup. Shout out to Buffalo. They won. And Broncos, you should be happy where you went. How the season turned out.
Buffalo Mafia.
Next game up, it was the Green Bay. No, I'm sorry. It was the it was Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay
and
versus the
Philadelphia
Eagles.
And I'll say this, Jordan Love. Come on, bro.
Oh, that's your guy. That's your guy, right? That's your guy.
I was disappointed with Jordan Love.
That's your guy, right?
Horrible. I'll admit that he played horrible. He lost him that game. The defense played outstanding. They did enough to handle Philly and Saquon. They did enough, but Joe Burrow was just completely awful. I'm sorry, Joe Love. Jordan Love. It's completely horrible, and he knows that. And you can't do that. He got paid the richest contract in history just last summer. But the Packers are paying you to win games like this in the playoffs. You have to win these games, and he was a no-show. He was horrible. He just everything about it was off. Like, he didn't look comfortable. I was gonna say he is missing his receivers, and his receivers got hurt. He was down to his fourth, fifth, sixth receivers in the game. But at some point, Jordan Love, you have to be that guy. We've seen Brady be that guy. We've seen Matthew Stafford be that guy. We've seen Mahomes be that guy. Jordan Love, you have to be that guy to lead your team, no matter under any circumstances. So Jordan Love dropped the ball on this one, and they had a really good season, and just for it to fall like that at Philly,
I really thought Jordan Love was going to go in there and win. But with that being said, the Eagles, they didn't look good either. Their defense looked really good. I'll give them that. But their offense, it was just a really a bad night for them. Saquon had a few big runs. Hurts made enough throws. You could say that, and they won the game. So who cares? But I don't know. I'm concerned about them next week.
Yeah, Jordan Love is your guy, right? First off, Tom Brady. You cannot compare Jordan Love with Tom Brady.
I
Matthew
didn't
Stafford.
say that. I said if Jordan Love, because Jordan Love got paid like he's Tom Brady. I said if Jordan Love, we've seen Tom Brady go in there and lead his team to playoff wins with injuries and whatever. We've seen Mahomes do that. We've seen Burrow. You want to talk about Burrow? We've seen him do that. Jordan Love, if he wants to get paid all them bucks, you got to win these games, and he didn't.
How come Jordan? I'm still in this question. I want to keep it like later on in the segment. But the thing is, he had so many turnovers. He had so many turnovers, true. And it was just a turnover game. Jalen Hurts didn't turn over the ball. Jordan Love did. So you gotta minimize the turnovers, especially during playoffs. It's one turnover costs you a lot. So
That's similar to what we're talking about to Justin Herbert. I mean, C.J. Stroud, I don't believe C.J. Stroud threw interceptions, but Justin Herbert 4 interceptions. I mean, it's a turnover game, especially in playoffs. Every possession is valuable, and Justin Herbert giving them 4 interceptions in the Chargers game, and Jordan Love giving the ball multiple times away in the Eagles game. You can't do that, especially if you're a quarterback of that magnitude and you're making that much money. You cannot do that. Like Bo Nix played better than Jordan Love, and that's shocking.
did you see the sidelines from the Eagles side?
No. What?
AJ Brown was reading a
Oh
book.
yeah, that was very interesting. It was I think I've seen where that book is like #1 on Amazon right now.
Because of AJ Brown. Credit you got. Hey, AJ Brown,
Shout
you better
out.
collect your royalties.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, royalties, man. Get your royalties from Amazon, man. I
The-
swear to you, not if you don't, I'll be your lawyer. Get your royalties. I'll find you a lawyer to get your royalties.
that was pretty interesting. AJ Brown had a quiet game, so reading that book, I think it's all about peace and stuff like that. So, in a clear mind. So, I guess him reading that just makes him stay in the game because he had a very quiet game.
Yeah.
Going to the next game, and this was the game of the weekend. And shout out to Deetz. Shout out to Deetz because you picked the Commanders to win this game, right?
Oh yeah,
I picked the Bucks. But I did say I wouldn't be shocked if the Commanders win because they're a really good team. But the Bucks are at home. Baker Mayfield's playing incredible, and my God, Jalen Daniels, man, let's speak about it, man. Speak about it.
There's nothing I can say about it. I mean, that guy's him.
Him.
He's him.
That guy is, and I mean, Jaden Daniels just poised, man. You see how he let the team down, just in scoring positions. And my favorite play, and this is probably all because I'm at a loss for words when it comes to Jaden Daniels. My favorite play is the play before the kick, the field goal, the game-winning field goal. It's third down. If the Commanders get a first down, they could take it down to the last second to kick the field goal. Jaden Daniels rolled out and went for the first down, and he got it. That's a franchise guy right there. And congrats to the Commanders, man. They've been at rock bottom for a while, and just like that, they found like one guy changes that. Jaden Daniels, congratulations. But the Bucks, disappointing. I mean, you're at home. I get it. It's a good Commanders team, but like you lose like that in front of your home fans. Not even like you won a division just a week ago, and now you're going home to Jaden Daniels, or rookie, and like disappointment because I really like Baker Mayfield and I like that Bucks team and I like Mike Evans and Mike Evans played good, Baker played really good, and just for it to end like that, it sucks, man. So disappointing for the Bucks. The head coach should be fired. Bucks coach Todd Bowles, that was horrible. Like I just didn't like what I see from him. Yeah, those are my thoughts.
I don't know what you said about the Bucks game, but like this is what I'm gonna say. Everybody played well. Okay, the Commanders played well, and the Bucks played well. If the Bucks were gonna win, they needed Chris Godwin. All right, they have all the weapons They have a great tight end. They have Mike Evans. They have a rookie receiver now. They have a rookie running back, Irving, right? That's his last name.
Yeah, they're set up. They're set up for success.
They had. I think every time the Bucks, they know how to draft great players. The thing is, I'm not gonna question it now. Maybe next year I will. This is a next year question. Will Baker Mayfield still be with the Bucks?
Yeah, he signed a contract. Do we have to fact check you again?
No. I know he signed a contract for 4 years, something. You know, it's big money. But do you really believe that Baker Mayfield will take him to the promised land like Tom Brady did? Let's be honest,
man. I think he has a chance. I mean, because look, you just said it. Baker Mayfield has been, since going to the Bucks, he's been a really good quarterback for them. But like you said, they drafted a good receiver, but Chris Godwin, he wasn't there. A great tight end, Bucky Irving, that running back, he's special, right? And they still have Mike Evans, and their offense is a really good offense. I don't know. I think their defense needs to definitely improve. But to your question, I think Baker can take them to the promised land. Like, he's been a really good quarterback for them, and he's done all he could. And it's been the defense that loses them games. So, yeah.
And my key takeaway with this is basically I think that he got sacked once. It was a perfect game, and also Baker Mayfield did fumble once too. So I think the key part of the Bucks is that fumble, and that fumble came around the second half.
Yeah.
If he didn't have that controversial fumble in the second half and have it in the first half, they probably have a great chance of winning. But it was a momentum shift, and I think out of all the games last week, this was one of the best games so far in that playoff round one.
100%.
So I gotta give credit where it's due, right? So you gotta give it to them. Period.
100%. Going into next week's playoff games, which I think is gonna be
no. Hold on. You forgot the yesterday game.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. How could I forget? I mean, shoot. I don't even remember it. But Vikings-Rams, complete disappointment, complete embarrassing by Vikings. I'm sorry, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was freaking horrible, man. And bye-bye Sam Darnold, right? I mean, he's not getting... Vikings are not keeping him, right? No.
You're going to say bye-bye? You're going to say bye-bye to Sam Darnold? Okay, hold on.
Well, the talk's been, the Vikings should pay Sam Darnold. He could be the quarterback. I think last night proved that Sam Darnold is not the guy that you shouldn't invest into, big money into. He lost that game.
Look, listen. I'm going to say this. Sam Darnold did great in the season, right? But the last two games that he played, I think he saw a ghost. He did see a ghost as a Jets quarterback when he played against the Patriots. And I think he did see a ghost when he was playing Detroit and he was playing the Rams. And I just want to say this. It was a horrible game. It was a horrible game. I said in the last video we uploaded, I said this was supposed to be WrestleMania wide receiver. This is a disappointment, utter trash. And I believe because Sam Darnold. If Sam Darnold did have playoff experience before, and he played like this, then I would really question like, yo, what type of dog shit you were doing? But like, Sam Darnold, man, I gotta tell you this: you're probably gonna get 20 mil. You're set.
Yeah, no,
20 mil is good enough.
yeah, he's gonna get money. Someone's gonna pay him, but Vikings
Somebody's
shouldn't.
gonna pay him.
The Vikings shouldn't.
You should not pay Sam Darnold 40 mil,
No,
or else you're out of your mind.
no.
That's probably the Giants. Yeah. So let's see if the Giants don't pick if the Shador Sanders is still in the draft, and the Giants is available to the Giants, and they don't pick him up, they're picking up
They're going
Sam
for Sam.
Darnold,
Yeah, they're going for Sam,
and they're gonna pay him 40 mil.
which is a mistake.
It's gonna be the same mistake that they did to Daniel Jones, and look where Daniel Jones is.
Backup.
Mr. Daniel Jones is in Minnesota.
Sam's backup. Quite frank, that's funny.
Oh. But here's my major concern.
Yeah.
And this is to the Rams. Yes, you guys did score touchdowns, but Cooper Kupp and Puka, you guys gotta pick it up. It's the playoffs. It's the playoffs. You can't go for 50 yards. You're supposed to go for 100. I'm being honest. If I was Cooper Kupp and I was Puka, man, I'm going for 100.
Yeah.
And I'm not stopping from 100. I'm not stopping at 100. I'm going 100 plus.
I mean, yeah, you have to. I mean,
You have to.
They're the stars. The Rams.
I mean, but that's like, it should have been the WrestleMania wide receiver. We should see Justin Jefferson going off. We should see Cooper Kupp going off. Everybody going off.
And that's the thing. That's the thing with Sam that I want to bring up real quick. And congratulating the Rams.
And also, how the hell did you get sacked 9 times?
That's what I was just gonna bring up, right? Because I was watching the game yesterday, and it was the commentators. They were speaking on how the Rams defense don't blitz, right? But yesterday they're not a blitzing team. They don't send pressure. They don't send extra people to get to the quarterback. They don't. Like I don't watch Rams football every week, so I'm like, what that? Like that's weird, right? But then, just watching the game, they just kept blitzing Sam Darnold, and to your point, the seeing ghost thing, like maybe that's the criteria. Because the last 2 weeks, he played bad last night, of course, but also the week before against the Lions with the division on the line. The Lions defense did the same thing. They kept blitzing Sam Darnold, and it made him see ghosts. It made him see stuff that wasn't there, and that's always been Sam Darnold's kryptonite. Dealing under pressure, handling pressure, and he hasn't been good at that. And in the biggest moment last 2 weeks, but last week because it was a playoff game, you saw the real Sam Darnold, and someone's gonna overpay for him, and just hope it's not your team. He's a good guy. He'll win you a couple games, but if you're gonna pay him freaking $40 million, good luck.
But the thing is with Sam Darnold, like that game performance, they had more conversion in third down, right? 6 for 17 compared to the Rams 2 for 10, which is outsane, right? I think he had a lot of turnovers, right? Basically a fumble loss, interception thrown, 9 sacks, like. That gotta hurt your ribs or something, man. And you gotta stop seeing Chucky. You gotta stop seeing Ghostbusters. You gotta stop seeing I don't know, like all these ghost stories. And you gotta be a tough man, bro. You gotta bust down these ghosts and get them all vacuumed up in the football field.
No, 100%, 100%. Well, let's get into the predictions for next week games, which is going to be a real fun one. First game up, Texans Chiefs. You know where I'm going. Do I have to say it? Come on, bro.
No, you don't have to say it. You could.
You
You
you know where
could.
I'm going, so go ahead.
I know where you're going. Let me get Patrick Mahomes.
Of course, man. You still doubting C.J. Stroud, man. Did you not learn your lesson last week? Did you not learn your lesson?
Are you not gonna learn your lesson? I still can do 35 push-ups at this weight that I'm at.
No, but no, because the Chargers gonna win. You were so confident, and you doubted C.J. Stroud, and he made you. He's gonna do it again to you this week. He's gonna beat Patrick Mahomes.
Because Justin Herbert was a choke artist. He's been a choke artist. Okay? He's been choking the whole time. We figured it out. Like, don't bet on the Chargers. Otherwise, you'll lose your money.
Well, everybody bet on the Texans because they're gonna win this week.
Not really. No,
Yes, they are.
no.
Hey.
You're probably gonna get a huge payoff. Don't get me wrong. I got my money on Patrick Mahomes. Do not bet against, like they said, do not bet against Tom Brady in tough situations. You cannot bet against Patrick
You
Mahomes.
shouldn't bet against
So
C.J. Stroud. You shouldn't bet against C.J. Stroud either. So
yeah,
next game, and I think this is gonna be. I'm gonna save this one for last. Washington Commanders versus Detroit Lions. Do you think Jalen Daniels goes into Detroit now and beats the number one seed and the best team, well, one of the best teams in the league? I'm gonna say no. I think he's gonna put up a good fight. But Lions, I think they're better than the Bucks, right? Better coach, better offense, better defense, and the Lions they have a bye week, so they have 2 weeks to prepare for the Bucks. They had 2 weeks to prepare for their matchup for whoever that was, which happens to be the Commanders. But I'm gonna go to Lions. Again, I just think they're the better team. Better offense, better defense. I think they'll find a way to shut down Jaden Daniels. I mean, the Lions defense they've been really good this year against quarterbacks, and you saw what happened last time they played, which was against Sam Darnold. And the Lions defense, even though they're injured, I think they're still very good enough to handle the Commanders at least. So I have the Lions winning this one.
I think this will be a great game to watch. And my money goes to the Lions. You can't stop Gibbs. You can't stop Gibbs, right? With all the craziness that's going on with the Lions for the past couple, the beginning of the season, where they were doing lateral passes and going through and shit like that. I am gonna say this, like, that is insane. And the same effect that is that we thought the Viking was gonna stop them. They came to get the whole of them. And I think Sam Darnold saw Henry Ford. So I can't just say I'm going with the Commanders. I gotta go with the Lions. Their defense is great, even though they're banged up. Montgomery's probably coming back, and Gibbs. Oh man, there's nothing you can do against those running backs, the dual running backs.
Sonic and Knuckles, I believe they call themselves. Right?
Mic drop.
Yeah. You brought up a good point though, and I was gonna bring this up, but you brought it up. Jahmyr Gibbs, and what I want to say quickly is that he's gonna be the difference maker in this game because the Commander. I keep saying the Commanders. Even though they're a really good team, their defense is they have veterans on that roster, so they're pretty older guys. How are they gonna deal with the speed on that team on the Lions offense? And Jahmyr Gibbs, and if David Montgomery plays this game, that's another problem. So line speed is something you have to be worried about. So that's a really good point you brought up. Next game up, we go Rams, Eagles. Ooh, this is a tough one because I didn't like how the Eagles played in the first game. The Rams, like you said, Cooper Puka, they have to step up. So this can go either way. It's at Philly, so that might be tough. But screw it, man. I'm going to Rams.
I gotta go with you. I gotta go with the Rams.
You don't trust Philly?
No, I really don't. And here's the thing. I really want to see what's going to happen if the Eagles lose. That's all I care about. I care about the drama more than what's going on.
Cares about the drama.
Because every time we're doing a podcast, there's something about the NFL. Something.
Yeah.
Right? Every week is a suspense of something. You know, the players get released. I hope George Pickens gets released, but you know, I can't say that. He acts like a goddamn fool. But anyways, if the Eagles lose, their head coach is fired.
Oh yeah, 100%.
110%. You have Saquon in the backfield. You have AJ Brown. You got Smith in with AJ Brown. You got you got everything. Almost everything.
And a $50 million quarterback.
I don't think he's worth 50 mil. Is he a 50 mil quarterback?
I believe so.
Hold on. Jalen Hurts contract. Let's pull that up. Deetz fact check. When we talk about money,
255, 5 for 255. How much that total annually?
Almost 50 mil.
Yeah, 50 million. Yeah,
50 plus mil.
50 million.
Oh shit!
I don't know the exact number, but 50. Yeah, I know it was somewhere around 50. But yeah, you have all that. You have all that going against you, and if you still can't win because they lost last year, you still can't win this year against the Rams, and it's at Philly, so that's the Eagles' advantage because Rams traveling to the East Coast on a short, well, not really a short week, but I like the Rams, man. You know, I like how they played last night. I don't like how Philly played last night or Sunday. So it's just a matter of who I trust more, and I trust Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford, and that Rams defense who played lights out against Philly. And I want to emphasize this is a trust thing. I don't like what I saw from Philly in the match against Green Bay. I think Jordan Love gave the game away to them, and they just kept. They was like, "No, you win the game for us. Like you win the game." Like the Eagles never took advantage, even though Jordan Love played horrible. So I just don't trust Philly, man. I don't trust Philly at all, especially against a hot. They're going up against a hot team in the Rams. So, give me McVay and the Rams, man.
I'm gonna tell you this. I think you know it's a huge motivator to see the Rams going through because they're fighting for everybody for Los Angeles.
Mhm.
Number one, number two. After that game, if Eagles lose, everything's gonna be stirred up into a Philly cheesesteak. So let's see what's going on in between making the Philly cheesesteak. Cause that when the grill turns on and you mix up all the vegetables, flames coming through. Flames coming through. We gotta clip that right now.
Yeah.
Clip that, put that in TikTok, put that in IG.
Philly cheesesteak. Going into the last game, well, the fourth and final game, and this is the game I want to say for last. The battle between the MVPs. Baltimore versus Buffalo. Ravens versus Bills. Who do you got?
I'm picking the Ravens. I'm scared. I'm scared what they're gonna do to the Buffalo Bills, and I'm a Patriots fan. There's nothing you can do to stop Derrick Henry. Your defense is horrible. Your defense is atrocious. You allow how many points? 7 points, right? 7 points against the Broncos. So what the hell are you gonna think that you're gonna survive with the Ravens? You know how many missed tackles the Steelers had? It's too much for you guys. Go home. Go home. And by the way, congratulations for Lamar making it to first ballot, the first ballot All Pro. I think he's gonna win the MVP again this year again. But you know, I think Josh Allen should be MVP, and it's a robbery, a highway robbery, because who's doing this? Who's voting for the All Pros? Every year we see Lamar Jackson getting better. It's like him being LeBron James winning MVP. Like, hello. Josh Allen, he did it by himself. You take away Stephon Diggs, and you put in Derrick Henry, who do you think is MVP? Let's answer that question. True.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always gonna say Josh Allen because but let's not discredit Lamar. He's had a great season. I mean, this guy's passing wise, he's developed as a passer, completely different player. He's doesn't make mistakes at all, so give him credit. But if you're talking about valuable, like you said, they just took away Stephon Diggs. Josh Allen really just has a bunch of C-list guys at receiver. They're good, but like they're not nowhere near the top of the talent. And Josh Allen, I mean, and I think they're a better team than what they were with Stephon Diggs and all those guys. This is Josh Allen's roster, and they built an offense around Josh Allen. And he's, I mean, they have a better record than the Ravens. They led them to more wins. I think Josh Allen is MVP, but I want to save that topic for so we can go more in detail. But Ravens Bills, I do my playoff bracket before the playoffs happened. When I did my whole bracket, I had the Ravens and Bills matching up. I had the Bills winning. But seeing what the Ravens did to Pittsburgh and running that football, they had 299 rushing yards, basically 300. Lamar, Derrick Henry, they were on another mission. They were on another level. And searching up the stats, the Bills had the 12th best run defense, right? And what the Bills do really well, and I think the Bills' flaw this season was stopping the run. They're a good defense, sure, but that's their Achilles heel, stopping the run. And Baltimore is going to do that same game plan going into Buffalo that they did against the Steelers, run the ball. But what the Bills are also good at is running the ball. And the Ravens have the best run defense. Ravens don't. They're tough against the run. So I think if the Bills have to win this game, it's going to be through Josh Allen's hands, through the air. You're not going to be able to run the ball in this defense. And I know Baltimore is prepared for that. And Baltimore, and like you said something about you're scared about what the Ravens are going to do to the Bills. I think Ravens are coming in there it's at Buffalo, but I don't think the Ravens are coming in there like, we're not scared of you guys. Like I think Ravens are going to be the aggressor, and Bills have to match that. Like nobody wants to tackle Derrick Henry. Pittsburgh is a tough defense now. Pittsburgh has a tough defense. They're tough-minded. They've always been a tough team, but they were scared to tackle Derrick Henry. The Ravens are going to run all over the Bills, I think, my opinion, and I don't think people are going to make it this game is who's the MVP. It's not going to be. I think it's going to be running the football and defense. I don't think it's going to be through the air. I don't think Lamar and Josh Allen's going to have 300-yard passing games. I don't think none of that's going to happen. It's at Buffalo. It's going to be cold weather. A lot of running.
Bro, it's going to be a 600 rushing game. A 600. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. You got 300. You got a pound-for-pound MVP coming for the MVP, Josh Allen, with his tag team partner, James Cook, cooking it up against Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, against Derrick Henry. Now, I'm going to say this. This is a 600-plus rushing game.
Yeah.
600.
It's going to be a lot of running, man. It's going to be a lot of running, a lot of defense. I think it's going to be low scoring, though, But I do have the Ravens pulling this one out because of what I saw last week. I mean, on the weekend. What I saw the Ravens do, it was just like, yeah, I think that they could do that. I think they could do the same thing. Not 300 yards rushing, but I think they can have a lot of success at Buffalo. So I'm going with the Ravens in that one.
All right, so you pick Ravens, I pick Ravens. Yeah, we both picked the Lions. The only game I picked.
The only game we disagreed on, or had different, is the Texans game.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud is gonna make you look like a fool again, bro. CJ,
Nope.
CJ, twin. Yeah, I love CJ Stroud, man. He's making me happy. He's changing me. He's what determines my mental health. If he wins, I'm happy. If he loses, I'm sad. Chill.
You better become AJ. You don't become like AJ Brown.
I'm gonna read a book. Yo, I'm thinking about how much a book costs.
I mean, it depends. It's like $10. I got like.
I'm really thinking about getting it.
Absurd. Oh no.
What book did AJ Brown read?
All right. Anyways, this is a very long episode right now.
It
Let's
is.
let's get it through. Let's get this. We got a lot of NFL news going on, so I'm gonna be rapid fast. What do you think about the Raiders letting go their head coach and searching for a new head coach?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like the hire in the first place. I thought he did good because he took over that team. And they finished the season well. Last season, I didn't like the hire, but they definitely need somebody that's more football knowledgeable. I think he was just like a guy you want to fight for, sure, but they need an X and O's guy. So yeah, I'm not mad at that.
So here's the thing I want to say. After hearing his release and stuff like that, I think Tom Brady will be head personnel making football decisions moving forward for the Raiders, which is great. You need a guy like Tom Brady to be there, and I think that's the keystone for the team, right? Having personal decision run through by Tom Brady
Hmm.
because he's the GOAT. So if he if he's the owner making a great football team and go to the Super Bowl, I think he's he's a better athlete. He's a better ownership compared to Michael Jordan.
I don't know what
All
that.
right,
All right.
that's the greatest hot take ever. But I'm gonna say this: I think if he does achieve that as ownership, taking the team to the Super Bowl, hands down, you got eclipse Tom Brady. Tom Brady goes over Michael Jordan.
No, Michael Jordan did nothing. He did nothing with the Hornets either. So,
So
uh,
yeah.
yeah, no, yeah.
Uh, Another breaking news is Mike McCarthy parts ways with Dallas.
Yeah.
So
Cowboys. I mean, this how the playoff success wasn't there in last season. Even though Dak went down, even though when Dak was still there, they were still not a good team. I mean, yeah, both. I definitely both could benefit. Both parties could benefit from this, or should benefit from this.
so here's what I'm gonna say. First off, there was a lot of drama going on with the barbecue sauce. Okay, let me say that. Jerry Jones is like, if you want this job, you shouldn't be going out there and interviewing for other head coaching jobs. What? Wait, what? No, no. I mean, first off, Jerry Jones, the GM and the owner of the Cowboys. First off, Jerry Jones, you need to stop. I'm tired. The Cowboys ain't the American team no more. I'm tired about the Cowboys fan. I'm tired of you guys listening to Jerry Jones bullshit. Man, I wish I had billions of dollars to tell you what you should listen, what you should not listen, but I don't. I'm broke. other than that, other than that, Jerry Jones needs to sell the team. Like how we started off the podcast talking about the Jets need to sell the team, the Giants need to sell the teams. I think it's time for the Cowboys start looking for a new majority group or new ownership because Jerry Jones ain't cutting it.
Yeah.
All right, and then this whole week you wasted Mike McCarthy's time and you didn't offer up a contract. You were talking about X's and O's. And you didn't talk about contract. What the heck is going on? This is not Jerry Jones' world. This is the American team world.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say that. I hate the Cowboys. I don't like the Cowboys. I hope move after this they're not going to the playoffs anymore because I'm sick of this team. I'm sick of Cowboys fan everywhere be like, just like the Giants. They're just horrible like the Giants. Hey, Jerry Jones, take a playbook from the Commanders. They're doing way better than what the fuck you're doing, bro.
Any other news?
Oh yeah, Mike Vrabel
Oh yeah, Mike
is the
Vrabel.
new.
Yeah, man. He's a new Patriots head coach, Mike Vrabel. He interviewed with the Jets, and it's kind of sad that we couldn't get him. But
he played for the Patriots. He won Super Bowls for the Patriots, so we all knew he was going to the Patriots. Everybody knew. He has Patriots blood in him, so he's gonna make that team way better.
Because we got Drake Mayo. Who you got? You got Aaron Rodgers.
Drake May. Buddy.
Drake May.
Yeah, we're gonna get Justin Fields. So who's better than Drake May? Anyways, Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel. The Patriots gonna be good. And they're gonna be in our division. It's gonna suck playing him twice a year, but I mean, it was destined for him to be a Patriots head coach. Again, Patriots blood. He's been a Patriots. He was a Patriots player. Won Super Bowls with Brady and all of them. So it's A+ higher.
First off, I want to say this. You like how you said about last week about Gerard Mayo leaving the team after his first year, and it's like a disgrace of what's going on. I think all the former players that played with Bill Belichick and Tom Brady and won championship with had this same feeling. What's going on with the organization? Rex Ryan and Teddy Bradshaw, right? Teddy what? I forgot. Say his last name.
Bradshaw.
No, not Bradshaw.
Bruschi.
Bruschi. There you go. Teddy Bruschi. Teddy Bruschi heard the news. Teddy Bruschi was emotional, very, very emotional, because he didn't like how Jared Mayo got let go, and there's a lot of people making personal decisions that's not expertise in football. If you're expertise in football, then you should make those decisions. But if you don't know anything about football, why the heck you're making those decisions? And after hearing that, I gotta say, before Tom Brady left to Tampa Bay, look at his weapons. His weapons were horrible at the receiving core. And he's doing everything by himself, with an easy schedule, and he lost to the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like with him, he's gonna make sure everybody get on the same page as him. Otherwise, we'll keep on losing, we did. So I think Chris, Mike is gonna do a great job. He's gonna straighten everything up, and bring back the Patriots to the Super Bowl once again.
No, I don't know about that, but the Patriots are gonna be a really good team, especially Drake May, because I do like Drake May. I think he's very talented, and Mike Vrabel would definitely lead them to the. Mike Vrabel would definitely bring the Patriots back.
Another thing I have to say, there was a rumor going around with Rex Ryan interviewing for the Jets.
Yeah, it's not.
When the news, it's not happening now. So
thank God.
I don't know what the heck? Why? Thank God.
Because I don't want Rex. Who wants Rex?
Oh.
Yeah, thank God. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but Rex Ryan hasn't coached football since 2016. And the Jets are the only team that wanted to interview him, or the Jets are the only team that interviewed him. That says a lot. No other team is interviewing. Any other team that needs a head coach right now, they're not interviewing Rex Ryan for a reason. But wow, it is a long episode, but a lot of stuff, man. A lot of takes, man. A lot of news, man. And, it was a fun one. Deetz downing C.J. Stroud, and he's going to...
Once again.
Yeah, once again. So C.J. Stroud, you're probably not watching this, but C.J. Stroud, make me happy, man, and make this guy eat his words. Thank you for everybody.
Hold on. You remember the Super Bowl bet, right?
What?
If CJ Stroud goes to the Super Bowl, I beat 2 bets with you, dog.
What was that one?
If CJ Stroud's making the Super Bowl, I have to give you a CJ Stroud jersey.
Oh yeah.
But if he loses, man, we gotta have a food.
On the podcast.
Food bank.
Mukbang.
On the podcast.
Yeah, that's a bet. Yeah, for sure.
Mukbang.
I'm confident.
CJ Stroud definitely goes to the Super Bowl and winning it. For sure though.
No, man.
With that being said, thank you to everybody who tuned in. To subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all the same. True Territory Pod. Clips will be posted on there. And comment, like, share with your friends, all that, man. With that, I'm out. Hey, where's he?
I'm out. Hold Hold on, let me check on everything because oh yeah, TikTok is banned. You know that
Oh
TikTok is
yeah,
gonna be
it's gonna
banned.
be banned. So if you damn, you know, Instagram and all that, we still got that. So because will be posted on this, so look out for that.
Yeah, I hate to see how. Yo, we got fans over here on TikTok, so I'm gonna shout these three people out. Uh, Caleb, Don, Blake Mason, and Juice Bees. It's on TikTok. It was basically how we got heated with the Thunder and Celtics. I think everybody was basically calling me out, saying this can't be real, heartbroken. Other one says OKC historically one of the best defense of all time. If they were, uh, they wouldn't lose to Miami Heat. And then Ronnie 2K got no ball knowledge. I don't know who that is. Are you referring to me? If you're referring to me,
You say right. That's a funny one.
uh,
Shout out to bro.
yeah, hold on. Shout out to Drew, bro. But like, hold on. Listen, bro. Listen. You had a stat. Listen, Drew. I'm gonna talk to you right now, and put this on TikTok so he knows that. Tag him there too, bro. Did you ever play high school ball, bro?
Okay, buddy.
Did you ever play high school ball? Like, first off, have we ever seen OKC go into the Western Conference with SGA? Hold up. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. No. So why do you think that him gonna go like him playing against the Celtics going to be like, oh, that's the NBA Finals right there? We'll never know. When playoff starts, that's when we get to see the momentum and everything. It's not playoff. It's like an 82 game regular season. So let's get used to it. It's boring during the 82. When the playoff starts, everything starts up. Everybody's fresh. Everybody's a dog hunter. Momentum shift left to right. I don't care if you're a first seed to eighth seed. We saw Jimmy Butler taking Miami Heat from the eighth seed to the NBA Finals. So let's see. Because I'm not gonna say who's gonna be in the NBA Finals because I don't know. And on paper, it looks great, but I don't know.
I know one of them.
I'm thinking I I don't know. What if the Celtics don't make
The
it?
Thunder. I don't care. Screw the Celtics. The Thunder making it and winning it. So.
No,
Yes.
true,
Yes.
true.
The Thunder winning
No.
it. We gotta go, dudes. We gotta go.
We gotta go. But yeah, shout out to you guys. I shout out to Drew for
Shout out.
insulting me. I do look like Ronnie 2K, but I look better than him.
All right, guys.